everyone, it's Sammy and welcome to another Freckled Fawn video. In today's video, I'm going to have a scrapbook process for you guys, and I am so excited about the sketch challenge this week. I didn't get to play along last week, but I'm super excited to play along this week and next week. So you have a couple more days to play along with the sketch. It will end Wednesday night. I think it's about 9 p.m. So you have a couple more days to play along. I hope you guys will. I've had a lot of fun seeing your guys' creations for the challenges. You can also, after you link up, you can share them on our Facebook fan page, or you can join us on the Fanatics Facebook group. I'll have links to both of those in the description box down below. So to get started, I'm going to use the sketch with a big heart. I had some pictures I had in mind for this. And so I just freehanded on some white cardstock and I cut this out with scissors, and my heart is a little bit wonky. It is freehanded, but I did want it to be, really wobbly bobbly looking. All of the washi tape that I'm going to be using are current and past Freckled Fawn washi tapes. I am obsessed with Freckled Fawn washi tape. I own a ton of it, and I think probably a good 99% of my collection is Freckled Fawn brand. I just love their washi. I think it's some of the best that's out there. I will link to the specific ones that I'm using if they're still in the store. They sometimes sell out really quick, and some of these are older ones, so they might not be available in the store. So to get started actually attaching the washi to my shape, I'm going to be attaching in a diagonal. So I'm just going to make one diagonal stripe with this polka dot pink foil washi, and then I'm going to work on both sides of it to create just a full-blown pattern of washi on my heart. And so I'm going to be alternating the pinks with the rose golds here and there, and I also have some black and white arrows I plan on incorporating. So I'm just going to try to make it random looking, but also make sure I'm, spreading out the colors a little bit. It was a little tricky to get this completely peeled off of my work surface because some of the washi strips are barely connected to the heart. I'm going to work on cutting around this, and so I had drawn my heart and cut it out first, thinking that I wouldn't be able to see the heart drawn out very well, since some of my washi tapes are foil washi tapes. They're solid colors. They'd be harder to see. So I probably could have gotten away with, putting all the washi down and then cutting out the heart. Either way you do it, it is going to be a tiny bit of a labor of love, but I absolutely love how it turned out, so I think it was definitely worth it. This is a technique I think I may use again. I just love the look of the washi pattern. So I grabbed my aqua cardstock that's going to be my background piece, and I decided I wanted one low of the heart a little bit more rounded, and so I go ahead and trim that up real quick before I get started on my layout. So when I saw this sketch that Doe made, I knew I wanted to use these dance photos. This is my little girl. She's going to turn 2 at the end of this month. I just love these photos, so I decided to kind of stagger them. I didn't want them to take up a huge giant chunk of the paper. And I actually printed these with a pic collage app called Pic Frame, and I just made 2 side by side on a 4x6. When printing, the borders are a little bit off sometimes, and these ones definitely were, so I go ahead and mat all of the photos onto a little bit of a white border. I love the look of the white border, and I wanted it to be uniform around all of my photos. After testing out the staggered look, I liked it, so I went ahead and attached my heart and attached my photos using my ATG gun. So I wanted to carry over the same pattern washis on that top and bottom borders that were on the sketch. So I grabbed some more of this polka dot pink foil washi, which happens to be my favorite one because it's super duper bright and fun. And I go ahead and add a strip on the bottom and the top edge. And I just trim off the excess of both of these. I wanted to add a little bit of extra frills, so I grabbed this trim that came in a past kit. This was available in the store. I'm not sure if it still is, but I absolutely love this. I've bought a few rolls of this. I've gone through at least 1 roll already. It's just such a fun embellishment. So I add just a little strip up at the top. Next, I'm going to be pulling some embellishments from the February embellishment kit, and this is one of the glitter chipboard shapes. In the past, with certain brands, I've had the chipboard shapes pop off over time. It's just, years later, I see the little shapes in the bottom of my page protector popped off the layout. So now I'm kind of paranoid about all chipboard shapes. I always add a little bit of adhesive on the back of these just to make sure they stay stuck for good. And so I go ahead and glue this one down. I have it kind of hanging off of the photo a little bit. I try to line it up with that top white border. I realized here that I was working off camera, so I went ahead and pushed my layout up. I added some of the rose gold mini hearts, and I also added a couple of the resin shapes. Now I liked the chipboard roses that came in the February kit, but I only had an orange one left, and so I go ahead and pull out these ones. I think these were from the December kit. I have been hoarding these because they are so beautiful, but they matched my layout completely, so I went ahead and used two of these teal ones. I have one for the top corner and one for the bottom corner, and I have this one hang off just a little bit so it kind of adds to that top cluster, and I just trim off the part that's hanging off. I go ahead and add a white puffy heart sticker, and there is a bunch of these in the store now. Doe restocked these for February. There's a few different color packs of these available. Next, I added in some glitter aqua enamel dots from a really old Freckled Fawn kit. This probably was one of my first kits that I got. I just bought multiple packs of these glitter ones because I love the glitter enamel dots. I just clustered them in groups of 3 at the bottom and up at the top. Next, I'm just trying to decide on alphas, and I decide to go with some black blocky chipboard that I had just in my stash. I decided to title this Just Dance because it is my little girl just dancing on the sidewalk outside of a restaurant. I think it's super cute. We take a baby, mommy and me gym class, and every day we have to walk past the same restaurant that's playing music, and she dances every single time we walked past it. So I felt like this layout was coming together really well until I got to the journaling, and I had a really big challenge with this journaling part. I really liked the look of these labels. I thought I could just put one underneath my title. They were just too small to capture everything I wanted to say, and so I ended up making a strip on the bottom of the page to do some journaling. I really liked how it ended up with that strip of washi there. It was perfect for my journaling. And my favorite pen for writing on washi tape is the American Crafts Slick Writer, and I've found these in various scrapbook stores. They're just great for writing on directly on photos or washi tape or any of those glossy stickers. So I ended up rewriting the washi journaling 3 times, so it's super lucky that washi tape is a very forgiving medium because it came right off with no problems. So the first time I ended up wanting to put something to the left-hand side to kind of anchor the piece of washi tape down. So I ended up, botching the first one because I didn't leave room for something. So for attempt number 2, I go ahead and stick down my black puffy heart sticker to that border. I'm carrying over the black from the letters, and I'm tying it in with these puffy heart stickers. So I add one to the journaling, one next to the title, and one on the bottom right-hand side of the layout where I have those embellishments and borders clustered up. And so for this washi tape journaling attempt number 2, I misspelled something, so I had to rip it off and start again. So finally, attempt number 3 was successful. I finished my journaling. And the last thing I wanted to add to my layout were some of these vellum phrases from the February kit. I wanted to group a couple of them down at the bottom cluster and then add one to the top, so it kind of carries up. You can see my embellishments kind of flow from the top corner down to the bottom corner. And that was it for this layout. Like I said, I feel like this layout came together really smoothly. I love working from a sketch, so I was super excited when Doe wanted to start sketch challenges for this birthday month. So be sure to head over to the blog, play along with our sketch this week, and also we have a giveaway going on, so be sure to check that out. I'll link to both of those in the description box down below, and I will have a supply list for you guys also in the description box. So I hope you guys have a great day. Give me a thumbs up if you're really liking these process videos, and be sure to subscribe so you can follow us along. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.